If you've been involved in airsoft in any way in the past couple of years, chances are you might have come across this. This is the Action Army AAP01. This is a replica that came onto the market in 2019, late 2019, and took the market by storm. These are extremely popular. Even now in 2022, you have a hard time buying these in a lot of places because they're sold out everywhere as soon as they come in. Why is it so popular? Well, for one, it's quite cheap. The base gun is around $100 US. In Asia, it's even cheaper, it's around $80. And the out-of-the-box performance is really, really good. But one of the biggest things that makes it popular is this. What does that mean, you say? Well, a normal airsoft replica has a slide like this. But because this guy only reciprocates the bolt here, and this all stays stable, you can do a lot of fun stuff with this. A lot of people are 3D printing parts and making a bunch of crazy kind of carbine and SMG builds. There's also a few companies that are putting out their own carbine kits. Which brings me to the subject of today's video. I have in my hands this guy right here. TTI Airsoft AAP01 pistol caliber carbine kit. This is the latest kit on the market to make your AAP01 into a carbine. Looking inside, you'll see here that you get two main parts to it. One, you get a full CNC upper receiver here. You also get a stock adapter that you attach. And once you put this together, it looks a little something like this. So this is just the basic kit along with a stock AAP01 lower for you to see. And you got the bolt in here as well. I will show you in a moment a full build with a handguard and a stock on it. So this is a really, really nice kit. You'll notice, of course, that the upper is gone. This is fully replaced. The stock upper is not under there or anything. This is all full aluminum CNC. And it's really well made. The fitment is perfect, basically. There's no gap between the lower and the upper there. It feels really, really solid, both front and back and on the lower. You see here, they put a lot of time and machining into making this nice and stiff. This pattern here means that it's a bit lighter weight, while also retaining stiffness. It comes with an adapter for 14mm outer barrel extensions. So you can take usually AEG outer barrel extensions or whatever barrel extensions that fit a 14mm counterclockwise and put those on in order to cover your inner barrel. Stock, it comes with just a perfect length to fit a stock inner barrel. The inner barrel on the AAP01 is 129mm, and that will come just about to the end here. It can fit barrel nuts for just about any sort of GBBR or AEG handguards you have. It's very difficult to have something that fits literally every single thing, but this has fit just about everything that I've tried on it. I've tried a number of different things. It also, of course, has a stock adapter, and the stock adapter is great because it allows you to use not only AEG things. You can see this nub here where the AEG, most AEG buffer tubes for ARs and such, they have this and they screw down inside. You can see the screw hole there. It also has threading for GBB buffer tubes. So you can fit just about any kind of buffer tube in there. And finally, one of the nicest touches they have on this, so you also have this. This is a TDC hop wheel. So it actually comes with some parts so you can take the stock hop-up unit and you add a little lever onto the hop-up unit, and by adjusting this, a little nub will press down onto that lever and you'll get a really nice TDC hop without having to buy a separate hop-up unit. This is great because it really addresses one of the problems of a lot of carbine kits is that sometimes it's a bit awkward to adjust the hop-up. With this, you can really easily go up and down, and the adjustment range on this is huge. You can give a lot of hop if you want to. You can give too much hop even. Actually, if you turn this all the way down, it can go so far down. I'm going all the way here. Actually, you can go so far down, you can jam your barrel if you're not careful. So you do need to be careful of that. But this is just a really good set of features for this. So let me show you a little example build of mine. How do you like the looks of this? So this is the example build I made, and I'm going to be doing some testing with this. To be clear, the carbine kit you get is just the center part, the stock, and the guard are something I got for this build specifically. For this build, I went to go a little bit sort of minimalist slash speedy, if you will, and not too like Milsim like. So I went with some kind of cool looking parts. Up here, I have a Howe Industries FLR handguard, which I think looks super cool. You have these awesome angles here. It grips really nicely. It's a great sort of size and fits your hand really well. I index my thumb on this here and have it really get a consistent grip each time without needing a vertical hand grip or a nub or the like. It has some basic M-LOK stuff here, and then here I have an A-stick Bifrost there. Inside I have a 265mm Unicorn Airsoft GBB inner barrel. It's a very long inner barrel to basically fit. The inner barrel actually goes, you can see here, to about where my outer barrel ends here. It shoots very hot. It shoots about 2.4 joules. I actually probably can't use this on that many fields because of how hot it shoots. So you need to look, when you're making a carbine, you need to look exactly how long your inner barrel is going to be. I of course have a raised optic here, and I have a Strike Industries. This is supposedly a Strike Industries. It came unboxed and kind of marked as unknown company. I suspect that Strike Industries is made in Taiwan as well. I kind of suspect that this might actually be a production sample of the actual firearm Strike Industries item. But at any rate, I have a nice cool combination of parts here, and it really shows what you can do. You can of course make almost anything you want. If you want more of a Milsim build, if you want to put like an M4 RIS front and basic M4 stock here, you can totally do that as well. You can do so much with it. Really, that's the cool thing about the carbine kit, is just all the flexibility it allows you to have. So of course, the next big question you're going to have is, how much does this cost? Well, the carbine kit is going to cost you Asia price, so from the Hong Kong stores, for example, about $190 US, which is a bit steep, certainly, especially when you consider it's going on the AAP01, which is a famously kind of reasonably priced pistol. But do keep in mind all the features you're getting here. You're getting a TDC hop that you don't need to get any new hop up for, or any new hop up unit, if you will. It just uses the stock hop up unit and gives you a nice externally adjustable TDC hop. It's really well put together, full CNC aluminum. So there's a cost to it, but I'd say that the quality is probably nice. All the 3D printed kits, all the other carbine kits, a lot of them are nice. 3D printed stuff is cool and you can let your creativity run wild, but there's just something about having something that's kind of full on front to back CNC aluminum and all the sturdiness of that. This feels like a kind of proper carbine, if you will. So this is the example build that I'm going to be working with and doing some more testing on this. I'm also going to have a full installation instruction video that'll be linked down on the bottom right once it's ready. That takes a little bit of time to edit, so you'll see that in the next few days. If you want to see when it's available, you can of course go down and subscribe to my channel. It always helps me out, and you'll be able to see the full installation video and see kind of every last detail of the internals of this nice kit here. Also, after a bit of time, I will do a full review of this, but for basically all my reviews, I like to actually go and run the items I've got and understand if there's any things that aren't so great about them and kind of give a full perspective on things. I haven't had a chance to run with this much yet. I only just got it, and I've been experimenting and trying different builds before I came to the conclusion I like this specific build. So I'm not going to put up a full review just this second. I want a little bit of time to understand every aspect of it. So thanks for watching the video today. Keep in mind, I do have a full installation instruction video coming, as well as a full review video in a few weeks time, probably, for this guy here. But for the time being, this has been the kind of unboxing and overview of this really, really slick kit here. Thanks very much.